fat, full of Christmas food. That's weird. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Let's put a bloody roll cage in it. And I'm not into men. Just doing me washing up. I'm just sat and my bum's got wet. Yeah, Dad, I'll clean it for some biscuits. Oh, hello. I don't know why I'm telling you I'm going out for lunch. Well, do you like the chocolate video? We're just so goddamn posh, we've got to grab a floor. Couldn't be bothered. Anyone want a bit of flying? One careful on there. Look how late it is, right? Have you seen this, right? On a Friday now, at Shine, we film our YouTube videos. Close that door. Turbo K, Cavalier, my new ST for the STXR Challenge and the lovely XRTT. And I have been working in between Christmas and New Year on a race car, right? And I thought one wicked video. There's that much content coming this morning, started work at 9 o'clock. I've split the video into 3 or maybe 4 at the moment. I've been let down with the windscreen on that XRTT. I need help back again, looking for a E30 frame. So anyone who'd messaged me before, if you can message me down below again so we can get that sorted. If anyone's got a Mark III Fiesta tailgate, I could do with a full tailgate as well. Right, let's crack on with this video. Loads of videos are going to be popping up in the next couple of weeks. So there might be a Monday video, there might be a Wednesday video, there might be a Thursday video, because we will guarantee you one video a week. And now we're not working Friday, we're working just on the projects for the YouTube channel because we want to grow a wicked community for you lot, and it's something I'm massively passionate about. Sam's really wanting to get into the engines and building projects, so that's what I was planning to do. So we have a 4-day normal week and then 1 day we film for you. So that is a massive cut we're taking out of our business for you lot, but it's something we want to do because we want to grow. Let's crack on with today's episode. And I'm Colin, this is Shine Automotive, and if you know nothing about this channel, where have you been? Well, I don't know where to really start. It's in between Christmas and New Year now. We'll get all the bits out of this car. Let's get it in the garage. And let's put a bloody roll cage in it. Been a while since I put a roll cage in a car. It's only flat pack. It's like IKEA, it should go swimmingly well. This locker is meant purely and simply for the race cars and storage of the race car bits, but I have all my stuff for me race camper up there. So, but anyway, I'm feeling that this might be one of them videos where we just waffle and then all of a sudden we get on with something. I don't know. It's Christmas and New Year period, you know, and I'm here making content. But I have no kids. If you want to know, I have no kids. I'm not in a relationship. I live with myself and the dogs. And I'm happy like that. And I've been like that since 2017. Because I've met a few women and the Fruit Loops. And I'm not into men. So if there's any men watching, I'm sorry. I'm not into you. That's weird. If I put that in the video, well, I probably will do, you know me, I'm a bloody nut job. I'm going to have another brew and then I'm going to empty it out, so whatever. It's Christmas, it's content for you. You do not pay to watch these videos unless you're a wicked patron and give £1 a month, which means I can focus on more content for you. Just doing me washing up, you know, just casually talking on the camera. So if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. It's simple as. But I will film anything I'm doing in my normal life that I've done for years. There ain't nothing different apart from now. I've got a camera in front of me. I've always been into building projects. I've always taken on loads. And there's very rarely, I think there's 2 or 3 projects that I never actually finished that went to the scrapyard when I was younger. But a lot of stuff I do see out. And I love racing. At the end of the day, my life is revolved around racing. So I've been dying to build one of these. I wanted to build one last year. Right, I think the best thing to do now is I need a list. I don't know what's in there yet, so I'm going to empty everything out, go through stuff, get myself a book, and then work out what bits I need. Because if any of you have a scrap one sat at home or any bits that you want to donate, ding! Once we've got it emptied out, we'll unpack the roll cage and have a look at the roll cage and see if we can start putting the roll cage in today. But the roll cage is supplied by the Championship, and that is a company called SW Motorsport. So the link down below to them. They do all sorts of roll cages for tons of models. So we'll have a look and we'll see how good the roll cage is. I've had it powder coated in Pacific colour as well. So yeah, let the declutter commence. And I'm not going to put that on the time lapse because that will look boring. I'll just get everything out and lined out and then we'll have a list of what we need. I'm knackered after emptying that out. there was more stuff in there than I thought. Right, let's have a look. So we have the full front end and the crash bar, and the radiator, which doesn't look so bad, which I might even just run that radiator for the time being. You know, I'm trying to do it as cheap as I can, get rid of the aircon. Now the bumpers are there minus the grills, so if any of you know where I can get some grills, I thought the grills were here, but I can't work this out. I've never had an ST, so some of you might be screaming down the phone now. There's a steering wheel there if anyone wants it. Ripped up there, but if you want it for the airbag or that, let us know and I'll send it out for you for free in the post. If there's something missing, I was trying to work out. It's probably off a different model. But I need the grills and the fog lights for the front and rear bumper. Luckily, the back bumper's the same colour, which I'll just paint that up. That's the only bit I need to paint, because the bodywork, in all fairness, is mint. There's no side skirts, so I'm going to need some side skirts. The carpet looks really good. If anyone has the need for the carpet, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to need a heater, the heater unit. That's smashed up and broken up. The wiring looks all good. The only thing that's been, I'm just sat and my bum's got wet, is that's all for the stereo, so I can get all that isolated off anyway. I think tonight I need to have a good read through the regs and see what I need to do. There's a certain weight limit, so I don't know whether to take, I like to take the sound denting out normally, but I think I might be just wasting my time. I know it looks good when there's no sound denting in the car and it's all painted, but then, you know, you're having to add weight back into it, so I don't know, but I'll have a good read of the regs tonight. So there's a link down below to the championship and all the bits if you're interested anyway. There's no wiring harness for that door, there's no glass for that door, so ideally a full complete door would be easier, then I can just transfer the stuff over. If anyone wants a roof lining, I don't think the roof lining is too bad, just a good clean up, but if anyone wants the carpet and the roof lining, let me know and you can come down and collect them for free. You know, it has helped out not having no seats in it, because basic seats, but the dashboard would have been nice in, but never mind. There's no gearbox. What else? Come on then, in you go. What do you think? In you go. Go on in. Right, take the carpet out, Ellie, and give it a good clean, yeah? Ellie. Oh, Dad, you do it. I don't want to do it. It's Christmas holidays. Ellie, really? Can't you help out? Oh, Dad, you do it. What if I give you some biscuits? Oh, yeah, you want some biscuits? Yeah, Dad, I'll clean it for some biscuits. So it looks like we have a fan, a battery tray, but I think you have to change the battery. The ECU and the engine loom's there. We have a key, an ignition barrel, ECU's in with the engine loom. We've got a pair of headlights, got a pair of wing mirrors, but with no caps, pair of calipers, rear lights, all self-explanatory. There's a grille there. The bonnet's in not that bad fettle, got a couple of scratches, but by the time I've sanded that for the wrap, that'll be sorted. Could do with another car that's really had like a rear end shunt or something, and then I can rob a load of bits off it. But it all boils down to money, because this was still 500 quid because they're shooting up in value. That was 500 quid with the engine. The engine has a slight knock to it, but the shell is mint and it's right colour. I don't have to do any paintwork to it. It's just good to go for wrapping. So yeah, let's get the carpet out and let's unbox this roll case and see how doody it looks. Yes, nice car. One careful on there. I got impatient there. Bit of glue. Might go again. Oh, hello. That looks well nice. I'll take my hat off to whoever, does that sound right? To whoever wrapped that at SW Motorsport. That is seriously well wrapped. Hopefully enough that I'll just be able to expose the bits I need until final fit. Need to get my seat mounts, the seat frame. I've got long hair there, that's not mine. And loads of bits. There's loads of bits. Let's have a look. Let's see what's in this fitting kit. Ooh, I'm out of breath. I'm getting fat, full of Christmas food. Oh, this should be self-explanatory. It's very much like when we put the cage in the Duracell. There's no instructions. Full fitting kit to work out where it all goes now. They're going to go into there. Now in the KA, we had some plates that were welded in first. Came along there and down there just to double it up. I don't know. These will just get welded in situ like that. And by the looks of that, they will. Will they? I don't know. I'll probably have to put some captives on the back of there. Yeah, I need to scratch my head. One, I need to work this out so I don't look like a proper turnip. Right? Oh, you're doing that wrong. So I'll work my way around it, see where I need to be, where the bits are to go, and then we shall go from there. Somebody used to smoke in this car. Doing this on your own, it is proper hard. That was a nightmare to get that worked out. I was trying to be like careful with it and keeping the big blue foam stuff on the bottom of the legs, but it just wasn't letting me use my brain. Basically, I've just had a serious blonde moment today. But the back part is in, so I know where to be, roughly. I've got a proper itchy nose. So what I'll do in the morning is I'll clean back, dress back, get this all ready, bring it in again, work it out. I've got to drill some holes into the floor to allow the bolts. These plates, I take it, I have to have these captives welded in. So they'll go in there like that, so your case bolts down. So wherever they lie, I'm going to have to take part of the floor out to allow the bolts to actually to sit through, if you can imagine. So wherever they're going to sit, we're going to have to see where that goes, you see. Or is that going to clear it? I've got to dry fit it all. You might be able to see better there. See when I'm going to have to drill through in there and there. And then I'm going to have to have a look underneath and see if I need to take the fuel tank out. For where they are in the corner, as long as there's no fuel pipes, I don't think it's going to be in the way of the tank, but I need to have a look underneath to be sure. I'm going to have to take the wrapping off because it's dead tight up on the roof. It's either that or you take that brace out, but I don't know. There's probably some fitting instructions and a guide somewhere, but I'm totally blind and I can't see it. Can I help you? I want to go, I'm tired to stay home. Right, we're going home now and we'll continue tomorrow. I want to try and get this fitted tomorrow, but what a blonde moment. It's still a blonde, stupid moment. So I'm going home to eat more Christmas food.
I popped up there watching YouTube last night, so.
Oh, do you like the transit video? Yeah. Right, following day, Jake's come to give me a hand for a little bit, so we shouldn't have any explosions. Clean back them areas, then bring the cage back in. Pretty well made, but obviously we need to make sure we don't have them slightly out of angle, so it'll be a case to clean around this area, get the cage back in, and then tack these in. But you see where we'll have to drill through here, so if I make the hole slightly bigger, it will just give me movement if I need to be 3 or 4 mil the other way. reach, welder. Come on. That is all the plates of the back bit done, and it's been hard because obviously you do get flex and movement of the cage, and then trying to get stuff tight so it doesn't look cockeyed. I like stuff to look right, so hopefully if you're blind it'll look all right. No, it looks good. So I'm gonna have some lunch. Next bit, I don't know why I'm telling you I'm gonna have some lunch. Pointless, because you ain't gonna see that bit. Next bit, I'll take the cage out and I'll weld all around it. But I ain't gonna do that one near the tank because I'm on my own. Tack around that. I'll probably end up welding it, but I don't know. Whatever you see me doing on a time lapse that I'm doing. Cheers, Jake. I'll see you tomorrow to help me finish it off. Yeah. He won't. He never comes back. Just a day and you don't see him for 6 years. Right, I forgot to start filming. Basically, I've cleaned that bit up. I'm going to work this section out and get all this front bolted into place. Then I can get these tack welded in, then take it all out, weld it all in place. Job done. Right, it is another day because I went home because I got tired and I couldn't be bothered. And obviously, I'm doing this in between Christmas and New Year, so I'm just taking my time on it. We've got the front bit lined up where we need it to be. That's all clean back and dressed back. I want to get all the front of the cage in now. I've tack welded all the back in. Jump on, clean that back, get that hoop in, get all the other bits in, and we should today have that all welded in. And we might jump onto painting it. Now, normally, like with every race car I've always sprayed the inside. But realistically, with all the projects that are going in the garage, and I don't really like painting in the garage, and the amount of effort and the dust and what I make, I am just going to brush paint the inside of the car. And if I tidy it up, clean it up right, and get some decent paint, it'll look fine. It's only the inside, and it's going to just save me a load of time, and I still think the end result will be wicked. If you're screaming at me saying, why aren't you using washers? The washers will go in on the final bit. What I like to do is I can nip them up, then if I scratch in any of the areas, the washer hides all that when you finish instead of turning it around. Normally what would happen is you'll get the final part of the washer and it will grab and it'll scratch it and mark it. But if we use them till the last bit, then that covers everything up. There is some sort of sense in my madness. I'm not too sure though. But yeah, it's coming on really well. It is coming on really well. I've just got a bit of tweaking to do. That floor seems to dip down a bit, or the captive nut is sticking up a little bit. I'm just going to have to look at that and see how it just rises up, where this one's real and nice and flush for me to get a good weld in. So yeah, it's wicked. So we'll put the bracing at the top now, and then I need to put the door. I want to put the door bars on just to have a quick look and see how good they look. Once that's all in place, we can get them tacked in place, get it all out and get it buzzed up. Very nice. Looking forward to it. And I just need loads of stuff adding up, like seats, fire suppression, seat frame, harness. It runs away in price, and that's not suspension, wheels, tyres, engine, you know, because the engine needs a rebuild. Polybushes. It's endless. Entry fee, racing fee, fuel in the wagon. What am I doing? Waffle. It was just lucky then. I don't know if you look on the time lapse quickly, you can see one of my mates just called him to see me, just to give this little tweak, because the gap was a little bit too big round here, but he just came in, give that a tweak. You imagine on my own, I don't have a porta power, because I could have put a porta power in between it just to push it, and then I could have got it tight, but it's nice now. These are all where it needs to be. It was that one that just needed a push. But what a nightmare, trying to put all these bars in, trying to work out how to get all this in on your own without you scratching it, damaging it, and it was like Tetris. But I got it worked out. Obviously the door bars, if I'd have welded them in place, I wouldn't have got the door bars in, I'd have had to cut all that out because I've had to take them that way a little bit. So that has gone like that from where I had it set in the first place. So key, assemble it all first and let them lie. Once you've got that set, all that set up there, where you need to be. So I'll get the cage out now and get all these welded in properly, barring the one that's near the fuel tank, and because I don't have a spotter. I should really take it out. It's only one pipe that's really close to it, so with somebody underneath watching it, it'd be all right. He says. Right, back onto the time lapse and let's get this cage out again. In and out, in and out. Got to do it if you want it right. Don't just make hard work for yourself later on. Can you take the roll cage out for me? Yeah, no problem. Crack on then. Don't you dare jump in there and scratch that cage. Right, let's get on. Boots and Santa. Right, so that one's welded in. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Still haven't done that because that's near the tank and I need someone to watch that. I was unsure whether to put a plate behind there as well. But I've got that where I took this bracket off because it was annoying me to do the cage. So I've got to buzz that all up and buzz that all up. But she's on alright. I did blow through there, as you could see from the video. But they're alright. Nicely stitched on. Plenty of heat penetration. That's what you need. It's a nightmare welding and stuff like this. No matter how much you clean back and get it back to the steel, if you haven't got some of that spray, I can't remember what it's called, you know, you're still going to get the reactions. It's just a nightmare welding where sealer's been. Even though you think you've got it all off, it's just a nightmare. But it's done, solid. I'll know I'll be safe in this because the build quality of the cage is wicked and my foot plates are creme de la creme. Right, I'll oh, the back wheel arch as well. Woo, round and round. The back wheel arch, you make sure you take them off. That's just asking for a nice little fire going on. So yeah, I just had that bit of steel on the floor as well because obviously we've got a rubber floor in our garage because we're poosh. We're poosh. We're just so goddamn posh, we've got a rubber floor. Thanks to my mate who upgraded his gym and was like, I need to get rid of all these rubber mattings. I'll have them, I'll come pick them up for free. I'm going to make a quick brew and then we'll get the same done on this side. Progress is getting there and I'm still waiting for the paint to arrive. I bet you're all screaming, don't brush paint it, don't brush paint it. No, this will be the first race car I've ever brush painted. Ever. But I don't want to paint in the garage anymore. This used to be, we used to do all the painting in here. I'll put some clips up now so you know. And I don't want to wreck the garage, and the spray booth sort of lean-to thing that I was building isn't finished. And we have these lovely cups. If you need some cups, want a cup down below. Got a lovely cup. There we go. Very nice. My welding spotter man's just turned up. Get on. say, you can tell it's in between Christmas and New Year, like. It's New Year's Eve now, and I've been doing this since Tuesday, just steady away. I've not had strong days on it at all. It's just been steady away, which is perfect. Obviously, I need to get the garage clean before we're back open. Right, all the plates are welded up now. I'm gonna remove the bolts, because I put the bolts in so no welding splatters would get in, and obviously the heat that's going through there, so the threads stay all right. I've always found that's a good thing to do, because I've had it before, welded it up, and gone to put cage in, and I'm like, oh, there's a bloody welding splatter in there. Soft pad from Clean Sport, and a massive thank you to Clean Sport, because they give us all the slitting discs, everything that you've seen me using, with the grinding, the wire wheel, the slitting discs and all that. So I'm going to use their 40 grit flat disc, and I'm just going to flat off the flat surface, just to get rid of any little high bits of weld. So I'll just flat that off, not to flat off my weld. They're not that bad, they don't need flattening off. And then I'm gonna get it cleaned out and get ready to brush paint some paint. If the paint arrives, because it still hasn't arrived, because I bought it off Amazon, because I was too lazy to go to the shop. There we go, right back onto the time lapse. Let's crack on. What do you want, Ellie? What do you want? Look at your dad's Christmas belly. Hey, what are you doing that for? Do you wanna use that? Clean your teeth with it. Yeah. Right, let your dad get on. Bloody hell, I have got a Christmas belly. Nice ST seats. Got all the wiring room, everything I need for mine now. Buzzing. And that's a wrap. We'll see you in the next one. We'll do it with another car that's really had like a rear end shunt or something. Subscribe!